Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanson, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, James Gunn might have the solution to ending superhero fatigue for audiences. And we'll break down what he had to say about the current state of superhero movies. Plus, the director of the 1993 live-action Mario movie wishes Miyamoto was more involved in the movie, as if it would have saved it. Sure. Anyways, Shrek 5 might just be happening and waffles for everybody. Plus, more on today's Fix. Let's drop it. All right, now in a new interview with Rolling Stone, Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad director James Gunn talked about superhero movie fatigue and claims to know how to fix it. Now the first thing is diagnosing the problem. And in the interview, Gunn says, quote, "It doesn't have anything to do with superheroes. It has to do with the kind of stories that get to be told, and if you lose your eye on the ball, which is character. We love Superman, we love Batman, we love Iron Man, because they're these incredible characters that we have in our hearts. And if it becomes just a bunch of nonsense on screen, it gets really boring." Now that's actually a true statement. Now, as many other films that have come out in recent months and the past few years haven't resonated with audiences as they used to. Now, Gunn goes on to talk about how it's important to put the story first over the spectacle. Otherwise, you just have a bunch of superheroes and villains just bashing each other, which is just tiring for the audience to see. Now, what's interesting is James Gunn talked about the difficulty of developing meaningful stories after the events of Endgame, when some of the core members of the Avengers were no longer. Quote, "I think it's really hard in the wake of the blip. There's this worldwide, universe-wide event that happened, and in truth, everybody would be stark raving mad at this point. So it's hard to write stories in the wake of that, which is why the Guardians movies have been easier, because they're set outside of that a little bit. And from what we've been shown in the upcoming Guardians movie, it certainly appears as though there's a meaningful story soon to be told in the film, extending outside of the spectacle of superheroes just beating up villains in an epic battle. Now, while those are always fun to see in theaters, much like Gunn said, what made us connect with heroes like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is seeing the storied past of the character in his 3 films and the evolution of the hero throughout the MCU. Now, that's been significantly lacking as of late, so hopefully James Gunn can turn things around with his 10-year plan for the DCU. Now, with him working on Superman Legacy, he's assured DC fans that the tone of that particular film will be different, with him learning from his work on the Guardians films. Now, Gunn is apparently all about emotionally grounded stories as it pertains to superhero movies, and that's honestly a great thing to know, that he's willing to infuse the superhero stories he's attached to with more of those elements. All right, now double jumping over to our next story. The director of the 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie is happy with the cult following his film has gotten, but thinks it would have benefited from a little more Nintendo involvement. Now, speaking with Variety, the director admitted the film might have veered a bit too far from its source material, saying, quote, "If I'd have had a relationship with Miyamoto and brought him on board, if he had been a producer and he understood what we were doing, he wouldn't have let certain things happen. We would have been a team, and it would have been a different film." Yeah, sure, blame Miyamoto for not being a fun guy in the creation of your stinky mushroom of a movie. Now, I doubt any sort of involvement in the live-action movie from Miyamoto would have saved it from the final product, and I doubt he wanted his hands anywhere near it. But I think it's great we have a Mario live-action movie in existence to laugh at and watch sarcastically with our friends.
I kind of liked the movie when I was a kid.
No, you didn't. You did not like it. No one liked that movie. It was a terrible movie. You had like John Leguizamo in green. That's a terrible color for him to wear. He hates the color green too. I don't know why he took the role. Now, good news for Shrek fans. Illumination CEO is looking at a Shrek 5, bringing back the original cast and having it serve as a reboot of the series. Now, speaking with Variety, he said, quote, "We anticipate the cast coming back. Talks are starting now, and every indication that we've gotten is there's tremendous enthusiasm on behalf of the actors to return." Now that's exciting news, and Eddie Murphy has even expressed his interest in returning as Donkey, even questioning why Puss in Boots got a spinoff before Donkey. Now take a look at his interview with E-Talk.
Oh, I'd absolutely be open. If they ever, came with another Shrek, I'd do it in 2 seconds. I love Donkey. I wish they would if they came in, they did Puss in Boots movies. I'm like, they should have did a donkey movie. The donkey is funnier than Puss in Boots. Why? I mean, I love Puss in Boots, but he ain't funny as a donkey. No, I would do a donkey movie. I would do another Shrek in 2 seconds.
Now, he even went on to say, look, I'd do it for free. Just give me some waffles with some Canadian syrup on them, man. It'd be great, beautiful. He actually didn't say that. That was just an excuse for me to do that voice, but it would have been cool if he did. Anyways, like I said, exciting news for Shrek fans. Oh, look at this, but this is so... Everyone, I want y'all to look at this. Bask in the beauty of AI. This is the future. Finally, AI-generated software is getting out of hand, as you can clearly see behind me. Just take a look at this new program called Modelscope. It's a text-to-video generator, which allows you to type in a prompt and it'll produce a short video. Now, this clip is going viral as it depicts various nightmare fuelish Will Smiths attempting to eat spaghetti, as if we eat spaghetti like that. Who uses their bare hands and stuffs it in the bottom of their mouth? Like, that's weird. It's going through his chin in some of these video clips that we're showing you. It's scary. Anyways, the more you look at it, the more hysterical it becomes. Now, this is truly a story all about how AI is turning things upside down. Now, I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there and show you how Will Smith began eating pasta with angel hair. Yeah. Anyways, it's truly out of hand, y'all. That was sexy, right? It was. Anyways, truly scary and getting out of hand. There's also a rising one of Vin Diesel performing various tasks while taking a shower. And I just love how it has the Shutterstock logo branded over the video, clearly ripping images and compiling them together from the stock photography website. There's gonna be some legal issues there for sure in the future. Anyways, AI is definitely becoming a problem, but I'm just loving and laughing at the ones that we see that are being turned into memes. All right, and that about does it for you today's Fix of Entertainment News. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.